Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind, and today we're back with a 1972 Honda CB350Four. Little tiny four-cylinder. And we're going to see if we can get it to make some noise. Okay, let's take a look around this guy. It does have 26,204 miles on this thing. It's complete-ish. We are missing the four things that come out of the engine right there. And some things are broken. We are missing stuff that holds this on. And the taillight, rear pegs. But other than that, fairly complete. We do have the carbs. They are free. We are also missing an ignition switch. But if you pop this seat up, look at what we have. We've got this cover that is never there. Oh, this guy came out of H&M Cycles Inc., Honda Suzuki in downtown Plymouth. I would imagine that's Plymouth, Mass, would be my guess. Maybe we can find some information here. But we do have a toolkit. We have a Honda washer. We have a washer here. This is the cover. We do not have a battery in there, but I wonder if we have some information that says where this guy came from. Let's look in here. First off, I love to see this, especially knowing that the previous owner put it in Ziploc bags so they keep it safe. Let's see if there are any notes in here somewhere. Sometimes you end up finding some that may give us an indication of where it came from. But this is everything we're going to need to get this thing going. No, nothing in here that says where it came from. Let's look at this toolkit. Yeah, look at that. We look to see how complete it is. Yeah, it's not complete, but it's got some stuff. It's got some. We're missing pliers. We're missing a handle for the screwdrivers. But we have this guy, and we have this guy. Let me know what this is. Is that just a punch? Some sort? If you know what it is, let me know. It looks like a nail, but I don't believe it to be a nail. I believe it could be a punch. Who knows? Let me know in the comments down below. We had the handle. It had just rolled over there, so I couldn't see it. So we have the handle. The only thing we're missing, I believe, is pliers. Let's put this back together, and we're good to go. Let's take the tank off and this side cover so we can see if we can get to something. And this guy just need a little screwdriver. They did so much better of being able to put these little tabs to hook on and then just to spring loaded here than trying to press them in. I guess they got tired of people breaking side covers. Okay, I've got a jump box hooked up because I don't have a battery in here. And since we don't have a ignition switch, we're going to see where I'm getting power, and we'll jump it. So you get power to the red one. So if you look here, well, you can't see from there. Get on in here. The red one. Then we should have a black one and a. Let's clean that up real good. Okay, all I have to do now that I've cleaned them off, I just have to connect the black one to the red one. So the black one is on top. The red one's on the bottom. See, turn my power off real quick. Black one, red one right there. And black one right here. And then let's turn it on, see if we get any lights anywhere. Yeah, look at that. We get power. Let's see if we get, hey. Oh man, let's see if we get spark. Okay, let's go ahead and pop this cover off, our points cover off. Let's see if we're getting any juice to here. I'd like to see what this guy looks like cleaned up. And with some exhaust. I think, oh, looks pretty good in there. Let's turn the power on and see what we get. Power. Hook up my test light. And then I should be able to get, hey, look, I got power here. This one should be closed. Open, closed, open. This sucker's gonna run. Okay, let's turn the jump box on. I've got another spark plug in right here. We're grounded right here. So let's just hit the starter button and see if we have some spark. Hey, we got spark. Let's try 2 and 3. We got 1 and 4 working. Let's try 2 and 3. Okay, same thing, jump back on. We're grounded here. Let's try 2 and 3. We know 1 and 4 works. Hey, we got spark in there too. Okay, let's turn this on. I sprayed a little bit of carb cleaner in the air box, put the cap back on. We're gonna see if we can get this sucker to make some noise. Hey. Come on. All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. And I'm having a monkey with this busted cap, so it's not working as well as what we'd like. Let's see. Okay, that's bound to be enough to start a fire. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, let's try this again. Come on. All right, we'll try again. It does work. It does make some noise. We need some exhaust, and I need a proper fuel system, I think. Let's try again. This thing is a mess. Okay, that's, like I said, that's bound to be enough. Start a fire. Let's try again. That's awesome. Guys, that's pretty awesome. This 1972 Honda CB350Four. We need to find some exhaust for it. I need a proper fuel system to it, and then we should be able to get this guy to run and hopefully idle. That's pretty awesome. I love it, love it, love it. And a battery. Guys, that's not bad at all. And, you know, just because you don't have a key, you don't have to stop doing anything. You can jump it. Guys, don't steal anybody else's motorcycles, but these old Hondas are pretty simple to do if you can get to it, just to diagnose and see what works. But let's see what else works around here. Turn with no flasher. No flasher. We don't have any back here. No horn. Dang it. Headlight? Hey, got a headlight. High beam, low beam. I don't believe we have any lights in here. No, no lights in there. But our oil light does go off. Look at that. Sucker started up again. This sucker wants to idle. Let's choke it, see what happens. It's not, I can't choke it because I don't have any fuel on the other side of the choke, so. Yeah, it's not too bad. Proper fuel source, this sucker will run. We need to source some exhaust. That's gonna be the big thing. Let's start putting this thing back together because I'd love to put this thing on the road because this green is one of my favorite colors. Let's turn off my key. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, I didn't show you. This was the air cleaner I pulled out. I mean, it's not awful. It's not in bad shape. I mean, it's a little dirty, but it's not really bad. You look at, considering how long this bike has been sitting. Okay, let's try something. I've been wanting to do this since I very first saw this. I got some soapy water and a rag, and I'm gonna just kind of wipe this off and see what we come up with, because I think this sucker is gonna look pretty good. Yeah, already it looks better. Let's give this guy, let me drop you down just a little bit. Let's wipe this side cover off too. Same thing. It's just so covered in dust. Yeah, that's so much better. I'm not going to take it outside to wash it because it's 20 degrees outside. Yeah, that looks better already. That looks way better already. We're gonna wipe off this seat too, just so I don't have to look at it like this anymore. Yeah, this is one of my favorite colors. Oh, this guy's cleaning up really nice. Again, we're just doing a quick and dirty kind of hooker bath, but she's pretty good. That looks good. Let's do these. Let's do all the green. I'll do the front here. Let's see what it looks like. We're gonna have to take it outside and really pressure wash it and get it good to get all this dust off because there's so much. But I just wanna see, I'm hopeful to what it could look like. I'm pretty good at seeing under the dust. Some people aren't, so that's why I wanna make sure we do this real quick. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna spray it with some of this totally awesome window cleaner. I'm just gonna hose it down, get everything, mainly the painted bits, and then we'll wipe it down, give it a good wipe, and then we'll show you what it looks like. Look at this guy. Again, engine needs to be cleaned and all that, but so much better. Let's see if we can get this to dry. Yeah, that looks so good. We got to make some noise. We'll pull the carburetors off. Well, we'll put a fuel system to it. Probably end up having to pull the carburetors off, but we'll put a fuel system to it and see what we can do to get this thing to run a little bit better. We will have to pressure wash it. I've never seen this seat pattern before, so you guys let me know. It says Honda on the back, but if you notice, let me see if I can get to a spot. It's not uniform like this, right? It's random. Runs this way. They're different sizes. Let me know, is this an aftermarket option? Was this a 350Four option in 1972? I've had several 350Fours, never had this seat pattern. So it's kind of interesting. This guy runs down the center, and then you have these that are just odd shapes. Just different shaped rectangles just plugged in here. I love it. I think it's super cool. I've never seen it before. So let me know down below, what am I looking at, if you know, or if you've had one of these before. But this seat is in great shape. We will need a seat lock that matches the key up front. Yeah, I'll have to get. But that is interesting. I've never seen that before. This seat pattern. Let me know if you have. I'm also going to spray the bike with this Corrosion X before. We're going to have pressure washed it the next time we deal with this. But I want to see if this actually makes a difference in hosing it off. I've never used this Corrosion X. It says it works great. Lubricant penetrate, anti-seize, safe on electronic, kills rust and corrosion. So I'll be curious to see. We'll spray it on the engine. We'll spray it everywhere and see what we end up with. I'll get back to you in just a moment. Okay, so I've sprayed that Corrosion X everywhere. I'm curious to see when we clean it up, does it make a difference in softening up some of this stuff? And if it does, that'll be pretty awesome. It'd be a good thing to kind of add to the arsenal of bringing these things back. I'm gonna spray some on this horn. I think I'm gonna get some more on this side. I missed this side over here. But I'm curious that when we when we start doing it, will it make a difference? Let me know. What do you think? I'll do the back of this. I'll do the front of this fender too. I did the back wheel. I didn't do the front wheel because I don't have any more cardboard to stick underneath it. So I'll do the front wheel later. But we did do the back one for right now. We'll let that soak in. I'll be curious to hear what you guys do if you do anything when you bring a bike in. Do you hose it down with a WD-40 or some type of penetrant like we're doing here? Or do you just wash it then start taking it apart? I used to, when I was doing pedal start mopeds years ago, I had a rag and a Ziploc bag that was just coated with Marvel's Mystery Oil. So when I would get one in, I would just wipe it down, the whole thing down with Marvel's Mystery Oil before I'd do anything, and just kind of let it, everything, painted surfaces and everything, and then pressure wash it later. And that seemed to help get some stuff off. So I'm curious to see if this will actually make a difference. I believe it can't hurt it. I'm really curious to see how it's going to clean up this aluminum. Is it going to start softening that stuff up there? So that's what I'd be curious to see. So again, it'll be a little while before we get to pressure washing this because it's kind of cold outside. But if it'll help us when we get to that point, that'd be pretty awesome. Like I said before, let me know if you do something to it because I learned from you guys. Let me know in the comments. So this 1972 Honda CB350Four is well on its way to making it back on the road. Got to make some noise. We need some things to be a little bit more permanent. Ignition, fuel system, things like that. See if we can get this thing going the way we need it to. But yeah, I think if we get some fuel to it, because this throttle is free, I think hopefully we get some fuel to it, it'll run. We'll end up having to pull that carburetor off and clean them up. But until then, yeah, we're making great progress. And if you happen to have 4-into-1 or 4-into-4, let me know. So guys, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day.